Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to the ASMR Burnt Rubber Podcast Series here on Extreme Sim TV. We make our way to the Irish Hills in Michigan here tonight. What should be a fun race here this evening? Here for 75 laps here this evening. Again, 75 is what we're going to be going here this evening. No, 75 laps here tonight as we get ready to go. Green flag racing. You got Robert Henretta out there qualifying right now. Robert there in that beautiful number 8 machine. Ed Huck right now top of the board in qualifying. And again, we are kind of closing in on the playoffs, the final 12 for these drivers in just a few weeks. And we'll go back and we'll take a look at what we are looking at over these next few weeks. So let's see, the BRP series getting ready to go here from Michigan, and next week we'll head off to North Wilkesboro as well. Again, we got about 2 minutes left of qualifying here. Ed right there in that number 7 is going to be your current pole sitter here tonight. Ed there in that beautiful number 7 machine. So, Ed out front right now. Beautiful contains team on that 7 machine. It's going to be a short race here tonight for these drivers. So as we get ready to rock and roll, a minute left now. Clark Ginnigan, top of the board. Clark does come in as your current and reigning points leader. Clark Ginnigan, top of the board. Corey Melton and Huck, all these guys getting ready to go for the next 75 laps. And hello to Burnt Rubber Media in the chat. Of course, that is Burnt Rubber Media as well in the chat with us here tonight. Congratulations to their new partnerships. You got Sandy Stale is on board, partnered up with Burnt Rubber Media and Rowdy Energy. I haven't tried that. I might have to try that. But as we get ready to go here, again, a little bit lighter field, but it could be a pretty smooth race, pretty fun race. Michael Overstreet looking for redemption after last week. Led so many laps, that one got away from him. Now back here at Michigan to try to turn that around and put that number to 93 in victory lane here tonight and do a victory dance. Hoping the best for Overstreet here tonight. So, with the week that we've had here on Extreme Sim TV, caution-free races have kind of been the norm. And I kind of expect the same thing here at Michigan International Raceway. We can get them kind of spread out. We're pretty much going to go green, I have a feeling, most of this evening. Now watch me jinx it. And we will not do just that. So, qualifying wrapping up here. We got about 4 seconds left on the qualifying order for the ASMR Burnt Rubber Media podcast series. You know, Burnt Rubber Media, we really need to change the name of the series over to the Burnt Rubber Media series. That really needs to happen. But anyway, as we get ready to go and get these guys credit up for this race here tonight, there is your 7 machine on pit road. Let's take a look at your starting order. 75 laps here at Clark Ginnigan. Corey Melton, your front row. Row number 2, Dave Gage, Ed Huck. Row number 3, Brighton Hutchison, Brian Douglas. Row number 4, Adam Rowe and Patrick. Row number 5, Brian and Mr. Robert Henretta. Jeremy and Jake Anderson roll out 11th and 12th. And Michael Overstreet rounds out this 13-car field for tonight's race. Fairly short race, 48 minutes if this thing goes green for us. Really, really short here tonight. But we're going to rock it and roll it the best we can. And we will get this thing underway. It's Clark Ginnigan out in front as he leads in the GTR Simulations number 81. course, GTR Simulations, we can check them out right quick. We got a little bit of time to feel as they roll off. If you head over to their website, and I'm going to type it in to make sure it's correct, everybody rolling off. Yeah, GTR Simulations. These simulators, man, that GTR Simulation.com has. Beautiful looking simulation. Pedal stands and whatnot. I might actually look it up and get some outfits because I'm gonna be updating my rig as well here in the very near future. So if you're looking for a rig setup, head over to GTRSimulation.com, that proud sponsor of the pole sitter Clark Ginnigan. And yep, I'm gonna be spending some money here on this getting that. All right, as we get ready to go green, I'm gonna quit looking at sims from GTR Simulations. And right now, we're going to rock and roll for the next 75 laps here from the homestead, or from the Michigan International Speedway. Getting ready to rock and roll right now. Here we go. Field rolling through turns 1 and 2. Shameless plug incoming. Go ahead, shameless plug it. Here we go. Lights are out on the pace car here. Getting ready to go green here tonight. At GTR Simulations machine, 81 of Clark Ginnigan leads them down. Green flag is going to fly here tonight. Melton outside. Here we go. Green is in the air. 75 laps here tonight, and we are rolling here on Extreme Sim TV. Everybody coming up to speed down the front straightaway right now. Into turn number 1. That's Melton up front with Ginnigan. Those two leading the way up front. Ginnigan to the early race lead. We'll have them side by side behind them. Look near the back. Clark back there. I believe that's Clark awful high, or that's Henrietta really high off the 2. And now 3 wide. He's going to jump to the bottom. That's going to put Patrick in the middle. The 31 trapped outside to Ryan Douglas. Douglas on the outside wall. Brian's going to get collected. And I jinxed us, because that should be a yellow, but it is not. iRacing not throwing the yellow on that one, but nothing Brian can do, man. Just got collected as they were 3 wide. The 31 just ran out of room, got collected with the 91 of Patrick. Brian comes along, and there the caution flies. 74 laps to go, the first yellow of the night here at Michigan, involving the 5 and the 31 and the 91. All 3 cars a piece of that one. Here's some early caution here. Patrick, of course, in that Plan B Styles, number 91. Caution out, you see the lights on around the racetrack here for the ASMR Bump Rubber Podcast Series. Early on yellow here, and we'll kind of slow them back down once again. But really no reason for anybody to pit here. We're still way early in this race for that, as we're early on here at Michigan International Speedway. Corey Melton trying to get caught up to the pace car here in second. He kind of fell in line with Clark Ginnigan there early. Both those drivers doing a good job, just nice steady pace at the start of this race. 84 Bryden Hutchinson coming away in hot there, getting him blowed up behind the pace car. The early caution here tonight in the American Sim Motor Racing League BRP Series at Michigan International Raceway. First caution of the evening. A couple of cars just ran out of room in the middle of the corner. Unfortunately, it happens time to time. But as we get ready to rock and roll again, we seen right off the get there that Clark was able to get out in the race lead and get away. Did a great job. Did Mr. Clark Ginnigan out front. Got away from the field, pulled away there for a moment. We'll have to see all over again. Again, folks, 72 laps here tonight. First caution of the evening. I'll let you listen to some sights and sounds of a race car. Okay, so let me do my voice. I'm going to do my Billy Mays voice for this one. Alright, guys. I did some plugs earlier, but wait, there's more. You can also find the Burnt Rubber Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and pending approval for about 7 other audio platforms for the Burnt Rubber Podcast. Check that out on your nearest podcast listening service. And that is only $9.99. No, I'm kidding. But wait, there's more. Come on, Burnt Rubber, give me more. But wait, there's more. Oh, they ain't got nothing. So, as we get ready to go back to green here in a moment, folks, I'm going to step out of the booth. And when I come back, I'll quit being a salesman and we'll get back to racing here on Extreme Sim TV. Alrighty, folks, back here with you, getting ready to bring you back to green. 70 laps to go. After the early race incident here from Michigan International Raceway, we're going to get these cars back up and rolling. 71 laps to go on the board. One more time here tonight. Here we go. Out of turn number 4, Ginnigan out front. Everybody's going to fall down. Green flag in the air. 70 to go from Michigan. Here we go. Everybody back up to speed once again. And pretty good start across the board here. We'll see if Brian and some of these guys had to use their fast repair to see if they can get their cars back up to the front. There's the 31. He was involved in the first incident of the night as well. Up in front of them, there's Adam Rowe. Here in the 21, Michael Overstreet follows right there. Overstreet trying to hang on. Adam and Jake Anderson. Everybody back up to speed into turns 1 and 2. Ginnigan leads. Dave Gage coming through in the 404 for second. He'll run the bottom. Outside of him, Corey Melton. Melton drops the third. Robert Henrietta to fourth. Now down the front straightaway. They'll fan out 2 wide here down the front stretch of Michigan International Raceway. And right now it is Corey Melton on the top side, trying to use that momentum to his advantage. Melton there in the 48. He's about a lane and a half up. Right there behind the 404 machine. Right in front of him. And as we fight through 2, 3 wide back here in the pack, right there is the 48 of Corey Melton. Dave Gage right there as well. Dave Gage on the top side, Corey Melton on the bottom. Everybody fighting through. Robert Henrietta there in the 8. Corey Melton, Dave Gage, Clark Ginnigan leads here at Michigan International Raceway. Dave Gage hanging on right now. Corey Melton behind them, Jake Anderson right there in the 128 machine. And everybody fighting their way through. The 128 scoops to the bottom. He'll hang on to the inside. Henrietta through the middle to the top. Melton right in front of him. They're going to get stacked up there. Again, that's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. All right there in a clump. down the front straightaway right now. Still early on. Again, this race very short. These guys don't have time to wait around. They have to go and make this thing happen early here at Michigan. Down the back straightaway again, and that is the 128 right there of Jake Anderson, trying to get it done here. And again to the bottom of Robert Henrietta. That'll put him to fourth. Anderson will move into the top four now. Side by side through the pack. Great racing back here. Again, race leader Clark Ginnigan, everybody else on top of each other right now. Wonderful racing as they head off into turn one. You got Field thundering through, one car on the outside wall there as he went past you. Sparks flying right at the moment. But right now up front, Ginnigan leads, Gage in second. Oh, Henrietta tight to the outside wall. Man, Robert Henrietta getting really tight on that outside wall. Both those corners now 3 wide right there under Henrietta. That's Anderson that had to check up. Jake Anderson having a small issue there as well, but able to check up and gather it back underneath of him. 66 to go from the Michigan International Speedway here tonight. Right now, everybody hanging on right behind that GTR Simulations machine of Mr. Clark Ginnigan, who leads that Toyota Camry around this race, or Toyota Supra, sorry, not Camry, around this racetrack. Right now up front, Dave Gage in second, Corey Melton in third, here from the Michigan International Raceway. Again, folks, if you're just joining us here tonight, we've already had one incident here tonight that involved a 31, 91, and 5. Those 3 cars trying to recover here. They're deeper in the pack. Matter of fact, right there is Patrick and Brian, and then behind them is Ryan. So these cars still trying to recover from that incident early on. But up front, Ginnigan leads. The 0404 machine right there with Corey Melton all over the back bumper. Melton trying to put some pressure on board here with Dave Gage as Melton hops to the bottom right there. Looking back from the back bumper of the 48 machine. He'll slide it up in front of Dave Gage now. Move him to second. Battle deeper in the pack. See Robert Henrietta right here engaged in a little bit of a battle with Bryton Hutchison and Michael Overstreet. Overstreet coming off a strong run last week. Ended up kind of not what he wanted back at the Martinsville Speedway. We pull up last week's records if we can. 2 wide behind him. As I'm looking through the records, of course, Overstreet coming home 4th last week after leading the most laps. He's definitely looking for a comeback here tonight. So it's Overstreet right there as well as we all fight. 63 laps to go from the Michigan International Raceway. Now count at 62 left here tonight. Corey Melton right there in second. Dave Gage in third. Anderson, Hutchison, Overstreet, all within your top 6. Adam Rowe and Mr. Robert Henrietta back here side by side right now. That's the 21 of Rowe on the bottom in that Mustang paint scheme. Great looking race car there. He'll pick up the spot. A little bit damaged on the right hand side for Robert Henrietta, and assuming it's from when he got in the wall those couple of times. Really hurting that race car here. 61 to go here tonight. So it's Henrietta top side. And that is going to be the 7 right there as well as Ed. And that beautiful number black, white, and red 7. And oh, Henrietta again in the outside wall. Beating the right side of that race car to death tonight. And Henrietta just cannot catch a break as we come to 60 laps to go this time by. So 60 to go at the Michigan International Raceway. Henrietta back to 10th up in front of him. You have Mr. Adam Bryton Overstreet there as well. Underneath him is Mr. Bryton Hutchison in the 84. The 21 deep in next to Overstreet. Rowe getting on the brakes not to get in the back of Overstreet. Did a nice job of getting checked up in time. He could have definitely easily overdrove that corner and turned Michael Overstreet around, but luckily was able to get checked up. As we're coming to almost, tight there with the 31 as well. That is Ryan Douglas, who is right now 1 lap down. Tight right there also. Meanwhile, up front, Ginnigan leads the way here. And folks, we're going to go crank it up for the first time here tonight from the Michigan International Speedway. Crank it up time, and we'll be back at Michigan in a moment. Howdy guys, hope you enjoyed that little mini crank it up segment. Right now you see Jake Anderson at P8, who's the third Ginnigan still week. Martin Ginnigan right now is on points in the BRP podcast series. Right now we standing way through. They're 57 to go from the Irish Hills of Michigan in this race. We had one caution on the east. It was very early on, and they knocking out the laps. Corey Melton trying to run down Ginnigan right now and to close that gap. I have to say, is that 48 starting to close that gap down by a little. Third, fourth right now, Michael Stewart. Look at that's right here of Dave Gage. Gage having a good run of 6 Adam and Sherman 7 here tonight from the Michigan National Raceway. That's a 15 coming down. Dave Gage comes down and just like any in this run, we're gonna have on pit road, so a lot of fuel tank on out from rather going for 21 on his Redo's gonna have to take a fast break on the right side. And again, folks are watching the catch all your Burnt Rubber podcasts on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. I got all that right. Okay, so guys, I was doing my promo, and because I said the word Google and Burnt Rubber, my phone literally looked up the podcast. That's as we're 54 complete. We're 54 to go. There is Mr. Braden Goddard and now Braden third. Of course, the owners take money on Saturday. They are in break. Gonna wait on the break that rate that week on Saturday nights as well. So going here. Oh, they got about 20 to attack. Got Overstreet out front for about 2 laps. They'll have to. That puts stop with 33 to go at the week. And then 13 to go for top. Right, now you're looking out front. He has not hit that road next time by. And Overstreet him. Unfortunate last week that all these laps ended up with a placement out what he opening back to. Right now he's up front again. It's a pit sign. What you doing, buddy? That's calling a great race in Michigan. Great, bud. Doing it. Good in theory. Kick back, no race. After plan knows what's hitting as well next time. With 50 years ago, this thing's going to at least drivers up front. Maybe some computers here. That's as well. Let me get in a moment. That move. Back. Oh, right in third, engage fourth. Michael. Germany. From the machine. Go here right now, Michael. Up front. That is odd. What is going on? That is weird. Sorry about that, folks. We had a little bit of technical glitch with our microphone system there. Oh, that happened. Thanks for letting me know, Braden. I appreciate it, buddy. So right now, as we look at 49 laps to go here from the Michigan International Raceway, again, 33 will be your next round of stops. Some of the cars will have to come down. But this 49 laps is going to fly by. And unfortunately, right now, Overstreet kind of mired in fifth after last week. There's Corey Melton, Bart Ginnigan, all these drivers up front. 48 laps to go. Glenigan has led from the drop of the green flag here tonight in that GTR simulations machine. Out front, that pink and black machine leads here at Michigan. So as we continue to circulate here, we're going to drop back through the back. What is going on? Dave Gage right there looking for a position. Battle here between Jeremy and Overstreet. Jeremy has basically ran down that Ford Mustang of Michael Overstreet here. Overstreet just not as strong tonight as he was back at Martinsville. Speedway last week starting to kind of lose some ground to Jeremy, and that's not going to be good for his hopes here tonight at the Martinsville or Michigan International Raceway. Jeremy is gaining. He's not there yet, but he's getting closer each and every lap. And Braden, if you can give me an update in chat here to all the viewers, I'll kind of relay the message of the start time for the super late models. I'm not completely sure where we're at with that, so we'll wait on Braden to get back with us in chat on that. Because right now, Clark Ginnigan leads here from the Michigan International Raceway, coming to 45 to go, about 10 laps away from another round of green flag stops. So just about 10 laps away. Yet again, another round of those green flag stops that can get everybody in trouble. You know, you get on pit roads and you spin the tire, you mess up, It can cost you big time. Dave Gage also gaining in on Brighton Hutchison as well as they work 45 to go this time by. And I told you folks this race was going to fly by, and it's living up to that monicum here tonight. Well, I know 8 Eastern Saturday, but season start time is what I was talking about. Whenever the new super late body hits. March the 13th, there it is. So March the 13th is your start date for the Super Late Model Series here on Extreme Sim TV. On Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we got a car on the outside wall, and that's Bryson Hutchison in the Ford Mustang, bouncing it off the fence. Dave Gage jumping up underneath of him right now. Gage, nice run to the bottom in the 404. He'll pick up the spot. He'll move to third with 45 laps to go. Gage will move forward as we close in on yet another round of stops here tonight in the very, very near future. Right now, nobody has had anything for Clark Ginnigan over the first 32 of these 75 laps. That pink and black GTR simulation team had gotten the pole. He pulled away from Corey Melton, and he's holding to it right now. Laps to go, 43 laps to go. Roughly now 10 laps away from what would be your next round of green flag stops. And we'll see them back on pit road with roughly 13 to go in this race for your final round of stops as well. Corey Melton still in second. Dave Gage in third. Brighton Hutchison and Michael Overstreet rounding out your top 5 here with 42 to go from the Michigan International Raceway. That is everyone on the racetrack right now. 42 to go this time by. To go. Overstreet, Hutchison, Melton, Clark, all right there in the front of this field. Looking for 41 laps to go this time by. And everybody hanging on 41 to go. Clark Ginnigan leads the way in the GTR simulation. Corey Melton and Dave Gage right there as well. 41 laps to go from Michigan International Speedway. Dave Gage holding on. Clark Ginnigan there in second. Right now, 41 to go. Right now, as Clark Ginnigan continues to lead out front, Corey Melton continuing in second. 40 to go this time by. Sorry about that little buffer there. Got her straightened out, ready to roll. And happy early birthday to Mr. Braden there in the chat. It's the new Super Late Model body on his birthday. Pretty good deal. And caution is out. 40 laps to go. And I do believe, folks, this is your one and only stage caution of the night. So we'll slow them back down. This will kind of mess up the pit stop a little bit. So that'll put it roughly 20 to go for our final stop here as we all slow down. And again, we'll give up that lead. Caution is out for our one and only stage break here tonight at halfway. Halfway home here in what is the ASMR Burnt Rubber Podcast Series. Now let's take a look at the upcoming events for the BRP Series on Extreme Sim TV. So, go take a look at this upcoming events here for the BRP Series as we head to North Wilkesboro next weekend. North Wilkesboro next week, Twin Wing Montague, and Watkins Glen and Daytona International Raceway on March the 31st to round out the regular season. And it'll be chase time as we head to Richmond and the Daytona Road Course along with Darlington in the chase this year. The 39 to go here and we'll get them all round back up. A question, Braden. A question there, Mr. Braden. As we get cars on pit road, when we go to North Wilkesboro next week, why don't you break out an Xfinity car, buddy? I'm here and go Xfinity racing with these guys. As they hit pit road, Overstreet, the pit road here, 4 fresh tires and fuel for Michael Overstreet and that Ford Mustang. Great job, 4 tires and fuel here. Again out front. Melton in second. Melton right here in the 48 machine as well as Mr. Jeremy coming off of pit road. 4 fresh tires and fuel for everybody here. Folks, we're going to go quick commercial break. I'll break my whole team to North Wilkesboro. Let me get with Michael Overstreet and see if we can make that happen. How about that? That'd be interesting. 38 to go. And slowing down on the back straightaway. Folks, I'm going to step away here from the booth. And we'll be right back with you for the green flag here at Charlotte, or at Michigan. Alrighty, folks, as we get ready to go back, green flag racing, 37 laps to go. This time by here from the Michigan International Raceway. Here we go. Green flag is going to fly. 36 laps to go. And we are underway here, and once again at Michigan International Raceway. Stage break over. Now it's racing to the end. Can Clark Ginnigan hold on up front to get the win here tonight, or can somebody get up there and challenge him over the next 36 laps? Only time will tell here for the next 36. Right now up front, Ginnigan lead. Gage right there behind him. Brian there as well. Brian making a good recovery in the number 5 machine here tonight. Was early caught up in the incident. Behind him, Melton, Patrick, and Rada the 64 there as well. All of them in a dance together. 36 to go. Coming to 35 this time by. And 3 wide up in front of them down the front straightaway. Brian right there caught in the middle. Corey Melton to the bottom. Great racing up here. Melton going to force Brian. Kind of lift off the throttle. Brian big run back. Can't do it. Actually, he's got the momentum. Melton trying to hold him up there. Brian outside wall. Got to be kidding me. And Brian's still in trouble back here. Oh no. Caution out, and Brian around Overstreet around. Caution out on the racetrack. 35 to go. Go take a look at it. Second time tonight Brian's been caught up into something. and there's nothing the guys can do to get checked up in time. Overstreet gets collected. That car hard into the outside wall, and Yellow back out here tonight. One more look at it. That net code, that couldn't have been. They never made contact, right? Or just got away from it, maybe. Wow, that was very awkward, very weird. Shoots him in the outside wall, and once you're up there, you lose so much speed. Guys behind him had no time to check up. And kablammy, kablooey, and Overstreet involved. So the 2 weeks of bad luck for Michael Overstreet continue. He's in the outside wall. We're back under caution at lap 33. Or with 33 to go. The Michigan International Raceway. .33 to go here tonight. Over Brian to pit road. Clark Ginnigan leads right now as we're back under caution. Thanks to everyone coming out and watching here tonight. Stopped out at 7. Yeah, dude, I'll get you the info. I'll get some conversations going with Michael here after the race. And I'll get you some info. That'd be some fun. .33 to go. Everybody's slowing up once again here at Michigan International Raceway for yet again another restart here tonight. 33 to go. Of course, another short track, North Wilkesboro will lose next week for these guys, and I think everybody's going to stay out except for Brian. Brian going to come now to get that car worked on again. Brian cannot catch a break here tonight. 2 incidents on the board, and he's been involved in both of them in that number 5 machine. So unfortunate for Brian here tonight. He was making a good recovery, had gotten up into what looked to be the top 5 when that incident took place. The unfortunate part about it is he gets to start right back here at the rear once again. Try to work his way forward one more time. So, we'll get ready for yet again another restart here tonight. Just past 9:14 on the East Coast, folks. Clark Ginnigan leads the way in the Toyota Supra with Mr. Dave Gage and Jeremy, your top 3. That is going to be the 81, 404, 15. That's your top 3 here tonight. Yet again, another race restart here. Getting ready to get back underway. 32 to go on Extreme Film TV here tonight from the Michigan International Raceway. Don't forget, folks, coming up just a little while later, you want to follow your broadcaster in his racing career? Well, go over to the Speed Racing Network on YouTube. I will be racing in the Speed SRN Truck Series coming up at 10:30 Eastern Time tonight. I'll be piloting the number 61 Raz Energy truck in racing action for tonight. Me personally, I'm trying to turn my season well around here tonight as we go to Las Vegas here in just a little while. And my season's been about bad luck as Overstreet has here in this series. I can't catch a break to save me here, so hopefully tonight at Vegas it goes a little bit better. But we're going to have 31 to go here from Michigan International Raceway. Clark Ginnigan out front, Dave Gage and Mr. Jeremy up front, top 3, 1, 2, 3, ready to go once again at Michigan. Here we go, green flag back in the air one more time. Ginnigan back out front, big jump past the rest of the field. Everyone else behind them right now. There's Robert Henrietta, Adam Rowe. Back there in the 21, Patrick hanging on the high side. In the Plan B sales machine. He'll slide back. That'll be Mr. Overstreet sliding through the middle. Great run for Overstreet. Out front, Ginnigan leads here in the GTR Simulations. Ginnigan leads. Everybody else behind him. There is the 404. They engage right there as well. Hanging on also. That 404 machine having a great run tonight. What about Jeremy back here in the 15th? What about the 48 of Corey Melton there as well with just 30 laps to go here tonight? Robert Henrietta back there behind them. Great running right now. 30 to go at Las Vegas. Or, excuse me, at Michigan. They go wrong racetrack. 30 laps to go here. Henrietta back there in the BRP Work Rubber podcast machine, trying to work his way forward. Melton underneath Jeremy. Those two side by side up in front. Meeting right there, trying to pinch Melton down. 29 to go, still pinching him down little by little. And behind them, Robert Henrietta and Jeremy. And a great fun guys are having here. Great side by side racing. Doing a good job staying off each other. Here comes Henrietta to the bottom, trying to look for the lane, can't do it. Henrietta looking to the bottom, can't do it. He'll have to fall back in the line. And what is interesting here, the guys up front are about 9 laps into the stint. They'll have to pit with about 19 or so to go, which should give them enough to make it on the fuel run to the end. 28 to go this time by. Again, estimated pit stops for the leaders about lap 19. Ginnigan stepping away from the field again. Dave Gage trying to run him down, can't do it. Jeremy and Mr. Corey Melton right there side by side. Great battle down the back straightaway. Henrietta up in the mix of this. Robert Henrietta there in the number 8. Holding on right there on the bottom. 28 laps to go from the Michigan International Raceway. One more pit stop for these race leaders scheduled here tonight with 27 to go. 7 to go here from the Michigan International Raceway. Melton 3rd, Jeremy 4th. Here comes Henrietta in 5th as well. Joshua, ooh, got it. Ooh, wow. Melton and Jeremy nearly made contact. Joshua Medlock, yo in the chat, just not caused a wreck there, buddy. Bringing the Max Speed TV jinx over here on some of these drivers. As we continue to run right now, great racing at Michigan. 2 and 3 wide. Carr's going to jump to the bottom now. Back there's Overstreet, still trying to recover from his run earlier in the night. With 26 laps to go from the Michigan International Raceway. 6 laps to go here tonight. Jeremy up the racetrack. Henrietta going to jump underneath them halfway down the back. Robert Henrietta, great run. There's the 7 of Mr. Ed Huck making his presence feel felt. Michael Overstreet still with a clean race car. That bastard better come in handy tonight. Been caught up in an incident here earlier on. Got clipped in the right rear down the back straightaway. Brought the caution out here. And with 25 laps to go, folks, with night, well, we're about, what, 5 laps away or so from leaders stopping here. And then they will be good to the end on fuel. Out front, Ginnigan has led every lap so far. Gage in 2nd, Melton in 3rd, Henrietta in 4th right now. Jeremy, though, underneath Henrietta again. And Jeremy going to move back to the top 4. Overstreet top of the racetrack. They're trying to run that high side. Going to overdo it. Kind of catches the fence a little bit. Had to jump out of the throttle. Keep that Mustang, those ponies underneath of him. Not let that car get away from him. Does a great job doing just that. Getting that car gathered back up here tonight at Michigan International Raceway. Oh, more trouble again for Overstreet. Wow. Was that Brian? Please tell me that was not Brian. Nope, that was his teammate. Got into him. Jake Anderson. Jake Anderson got into Overstreet there, kind of pushed him up into the outside wall. And oh man, Overstreet's luck is just absolutely awful here tonight at Michigan. Got pinched in the outside wall. That'll put damage to that race car. Take him a while to recover from that one. Luckily, they're coming to another pit stop here. And he's got one more flash repair he should have. He'll be able to use on that number 93 machine. But that right side is killed on that race car as of right now. And caution on the racetrack. And it's going to be for Bryton Hutchison. Let's take a look here. I think it looks off the turn. Back the outside wall at Ford Mustang all the way around on the racing surface. Caution back out, and it's Hutchison bringing this show out here with 22 to go. Now this will put everybody on pit road and in their fuel window to make it, I do believe, from here on out. So back under yellow here tonight for I believe the third time for an actual incident. Yellow back out here with what is going to be 22 laps to go. Ginnigan leads. Gage right there as well. You see Owens, Melton in second, Gage in third. And either of those two drivers do anything with Clark Ginnigan, who is also, might I add, the guy that is currently leading the points. Again, we do have a playoff system. We'll take 12 into the first round later on in the month for the ASMR Burnt Rubber Podcast Series on MTV. 13 minutes and clicking down race time here. As far as estimated laps, they're not going to have long of racing really left to go at all here when we do go back green. And of course, we're just kind of waiting on this to kind of shake out. Clark on pit road, everybody coming down. And honestly, great stop there for Clark. He should hold the race lead. Get off pit road there yet again with the race lead one more time here tonight. And there you see it, Clark, good stop for him. Wonderful job, puts him back out front. We get ready to fire him back up once again in just a moment. Here on 21 laps to go on the Irish Hills of Michigan. Boy, oh boy, what is going to happen now as we all get ready for a restart once again? Everybody getting ready for a restart for time here tonight. A very interesting restart here when we get these cars back rolling with less than 50 laps to go from the Michigan International Raceway. At GTR Simulation being leading out front tonight and doing a wonderful job. And again, check them out at GTRSimulation.com. Kind of after this race, I'm definitely going to go check them out. GTRSimulator.com again, GTRSimulator.com. Actually, if you look at some of their stuff, they've got everything from full rigs to wheel pedal, wheel mounts to anything and everything under the sun here. And a portable and stable setup, man. That's pretty. So we're gonna get ready to restart this race yet again tonight, folks. So this restart coming with 20 laps to go for BRP series. Again, burnt rubber cast, getting ready to go. One more time here tonight. The restart coming. what will be 20 laps to go in a 20-lap dash to the end of this one. It is that GTR simulation machine, the 81 of Clark Ginnigan out front. Brian there on the outside. Brian, good restart. He's going to try to give him a run for his money up there. Brian actually staying out. Actually scored Brian as the leader. Brian Snooker just trying to come up with something here. Only problem for Brian, he's only got about 5 laps of fuel in that machine. And old tires. But out front leading a lap. It's good to see Brian at least leading a lap here tonight. Everybody else going to jump in the line behind him. Great racing. Here comes the 15 of Jeremy trying to fight his way from 6th. Underneath Robert Henretta right now. That is for position, folks. Right there, the 15 machine going to 5th here. Oh, Jeremy out of shape. He'll hang on to it. Great save. Everybody else side by side in front of him. Clark Ginnigan getting the lead back away from Brian. Again, Brian on old tires here. Gonna have to be careful with these faster cars coming. Very easy to get wrapped up into an incident when you're on old tires like this. Very easy. These guys just come along and drill you. Oh man, he's awful slow. These guys having to work their way around him. Here comes Henretta to the bottom. Gage up on trapped on the top side right now. That's the battle for 3rd. That's Dave Gage there in the 404 machine. Trapped for 3rd right now down the front straightaway. Gage trapped on the top. Everybody will work their way down. 17 to go. Gage, there's nothing he can do to get in line here. That's the 128 that's going to get by. That is Mr. Jake Anderson getting by him there, and he'll lose that spot to Jake. Jake now trying to look underneath Corey Melton. Can't do it. Great racing from about 3rd on back. Nobody's got anything for Clark Ginnigan so far here tonight. Here comes Henretta underneath Gage here. Another battle for position. Henretta going to move to 4th. Gage to 5th. 16 to go this time by. 16 laps to go from the Michigan International Raceway. To go up front. Clark Ginnigan leads here. 15 to Ginnigan leads right now with 15 laps to go. So Ginnigan out front. Everybody trying to chase him down. Folks, we're going to do one more crank it up right real quick. And when we come back, we'll be with you to the end here at Michigan. All right, continue to run out front. Clark Ginnigan, Corey Melton right there in 2nd. You see the 128 of Jake Anderson maneuvering himself into 3rd. And man, what a night to be for him if he can finish top 3 here tonight. Right behind him, Dave Gage, Robert Henretta back here as well. Pretty spaced out between those two. Looks like everybody up front, they will be good to the end on fuel. At least they should be. Again, stint run about 21 laps, but those at least 2 of those laps were under yellow here. So I think that's going to give them just enough fuel. Make it to the start-finish line here for that final lap. These guys may have to save a little bit, but I think overall they're going to be in pretty good shape here to make it to the end. You see Melton back here in P2. And actually with the drafting back here in the back, those guys can save a bit more. I'm kind of wondering if that's going to help them in the long run with the drafting here between Jake and Corey, just to save that little bit of extra fuel in case Clark was to run that car out at the very end here. Seven laps to go here. Clark Ginnigan still lead. 10 laps on their stint here, so they'll have to go to the keep one. Get this thing to the 22, and it's going to be tight. Again, a couple of those laps were under caution. You would have to assume they're okay to make it. If not, it's going to be a lap or two literally difference either way over the next 11 laps. And this is going to be very intense for your racer. Has led this pretty much race in its entirety here tonight. Now down to 10 to go. And he just needs, 10 more laps of fuel in that tank to make it around here at Michigan. And he is about certainly going to get him a win in the GPR simulation tonight. Let's take a look at your point standings coming for after in total coming into tonight's race. Martin Ginnigan again was your race leader, or your pole, or excuse me, your points leader coming into tonight. Tied with Corey Melton for the most amount of wins of the year at 3. Surprise, those two out front again. And we'll talk more about the chase here. It's closer. The Clark out now looking for win number 4. And he's 9 laps away. He's got his old foe Corey Melton, though. They're on his back bumper, just about 6/10 back. I wonder if Clark is trying to save just a little bit here. Again, it's going to be very tight at the end of this race. To make it, you got to go 21 laps, assuming we don't have a caution. Take a look back through the package. Take a look at somebody like a Ryan Douglas or even a Michael Overstreet. They've got a lap less. And Overstreet to pit road, he's not even going to try it. And that makes me worried because he got a lap more fuel than your race leader, Clark Ginnigan. He hits pit road. He'll take a splash early. So now it's Melton and Ginnigan out front with 8 laps to go. Free on pit road. He's going to go ahead and take tires. Nope, he's done. He's tired. Overstreet out of this event. Bad luck 2 weeks in a row for Overstreet. Meanwhile, Ginnigan leads. 7 laps to go. Counting down the laps here for Clark Ginnigan. Fuel is a bit of a question for these drivers at the very end of this race. 21 laps, the distance they got to make. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that, folks. We're 4 laps to go. You haven't missed a beat. Clark Ginnigan out front, continuing to lead right here. Corey Melton has closed the gap. I do believe that Clark trying to save a bit of fuel here. And right here, yellow is out. For caution on the racetrack, we're going to have a late race yellow this evening. Got to get back to take a look at what happened. What happened to bring this yellow out here? Get a bit of a drop, but I had to go fix. We're going to figure out what brought the caution out. 3 laps to go. Do you go get tires? Do you stay out? That's going to be the imaginary question on these drivers' mind here tonight. Not exactly sure in the problem. Bring this last caution out. So folks, we're going to have ourselves a green and white checkered finish here from the Michigan International. Possible lefts as well. I don't think anybody try any tire strategy here. Well, we go. Jake Anderson coming out right behind Corey Melton. Looks like he tried and it just didn't work. And right now your race leader is Adam Rowe, who will bring them to the restart here for this green white checkered attempt. Again, green flag will wave, then the white flag, then the checkered. If we do not make it back to the white, we light them up again for another attempt. Can Corey Melton snooker Clark on this restart? How fast do they get around Adam? And that's going to be the question that determines this race. And again, by far, Clark has had the fastest car most of the night here. But now it's WC time. White checkered from Michigan International Raceway. 2 minutes of racing. We get them double file. Adam, bring them to the green with the pole. And again to his outside. 40 laps. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I have the internet going in and out as we speak. We're going to do the best we can. Get this thing in here at the very end. There's 3 to go. I'm on the internet, hold out for laps. All I need you to do, give me 3 laps. Green, white, checkered attempt here. From the Michigan International Raceway. Here we go. Green in the air, green, white, checkered attempt number 1. Green flag waves. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? And we are still green, no caution. And now the yellow waves. Clark Ginnigan was on the outside. Go back and take a look. A car stays out, spins the tires, and it straight wrecked the whole field. Oh my goodness. Nobody really got through. Well, 2 or 3 cars at most. The fastest car all night. Oh my goodness. Once again, the 21 just lights them up. Corey just happened to be in the right line to get by it. But Clark Ginnigan had nowhere to go. Clark Ginnigan has to be livid right now. Adam just wrecked the... Man. Are you kidding me? Let's see if we can get on board with Adam here for this restart attempt. He's just got, oh my, I feel so bad for Clark Ginnigan there. There was nothing he could do to avoid it. And on board with Rowe, the pace car came down. Gonna let him get in the throttle, and he's just gonna light those bad boys up. And just, yeah, wow. Clark never said a prayer. Man. Lucky enough for Clark, the caution did come out. So, I mean, if there's any saving grace, it's that everybody, for the most part, that was up front had to come to pit road. Clark should cycle back to 6. Yep, he ain't even going to take tires. He's just going to roll this thing. Fast repair and roll. And he has got to be the most livid person on planet Earth right now. And I'm sorry about the buffering. There's not much I can do. Trying to get this stream in at this point. 3 laps to go here. I cannot believe that. I legitimately cannot believe that, folks. Wow. What can you say? What can you say? The caution here with 3 to go. And we'll get ready to do this all over again. And what looked to be a very, not easy, I don't want to say easy, but a very good shot at a win for the 81. Now, got to restart, trying to work his way through late. Holy macaroni. Wow. I cannot believe that. Come on, interwebs. Come on, baby. Give me one more clean green-white checker. Hang on, folks. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back again. So we're going to try for one more attempt at a green-white checker with what will be 2 laps to go here. So, 2-lap dash here to finish this one out. Melton leads here. Gotta be kidding me, man. That's the most insane thing ever. Green flag in the air. Here we go again. We just about stacked them up back there. Melton, no great restart. Everybody else, here's Clark Ginnigan trying to sneak through the pack. He's got to go. If he stands a prayer, he'll get by the 91 of Patrick. He'll move to 4th. Up in front of him, they're double file, and that's going to slow him up even more. As they head down the back straightaway, it's Corey Melton leading. Everyone behind him. Corey Melton out front. And that 48 Chevrolet here. 1 lap to go here tonight from the Michigan International Raceway for Corey Melton. Corey Melton looking to come to the white flag this time by. Clark Ginnigan trying to work his way through. Clark's made up some ground. He's about the 3rd here. 1 to go this time by. 84 right there in front of him. Bryton Hutchinson trying to hold him off through 1 and 2 here. Hutchinson leads. Clark off of turn number 2. Clark jumps to the bottom. This will be a pass for 2nd. But I think it's going to be a little too late for him to get to the back bumper of Corey Melton. Checkered flag this time by. And Corey Melton off of turn 4 will get the W here at Michigan. Congratulations to Corey Melton. Clark Ginnigan comes home 2nd. 3rd goes to Bryton Hutchinson. Man. What an end to that race. We're going to attempt our best to get in the last section of the race. So I'll try to get at least the winner. Melton with the W. Hey Corey, it's Matt if you're in the booth. Got a copy. Well, you come through the crazy green-white checkers. You got the W here. Win number 4 on the year. Well, you did a great job there, buddy.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a ton of fun. I wish that last caution was kind of I don't know if it should have been called, but it is what it is. But me and Clark were going to battle it out. It was going to be a good finish. Still was.
Well, man, I tell you what, that one car staying out there, spun the tires. Clark had nowhere to go, and it a mess there, but he was able to get by it. Congratulations, buddy, for win number 4 here.
Thanks, Matt. It feels good. The team get a 1, 2, 3 finish is nice too. You know, I always got to thank Brighton and Clark and Dave. Man, we all work as a team to figure out strategy and what we're going to do, and hope to get one of us in victory lane. Just happy it was me.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Great running.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a good night.
Quickly grab Clark. I'm trying to outrun the internet problem here. Hey, Clark, man, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, buddy, I don't know how to start this.
Yeah, I don't have words either. That's that's more than a heartbreak, man. And this is not the first time this season where I've dominated a race and didn't win it. It's frustrating. Fuck. Corey said, he had tires on his car older than Egypt. I mean, the whole fuel run. We warned him 3-4 times. He stuck with it, and ended up killing me in a race I dominated. That was frustrating, but at the end of the day, I still came back to get second. Corey got the win, and Brighton got third. So that's a 1-2-3 for our team, and we'll take that.
10-4, man. Yeah, for once, usually I'm a talkative person. I really don't have nothing much to add because that, yeah, old tires
Yeah.
like that. The old tires are not gonna happen too many times.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's just frustrating. This is not the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last. I think you combine this series and the truck series. This is the 5th time this year where I've led over 70% of the race, and I get screwed over at the end by something out of my control, and I don't win it. But speed's there. It's not playoffs quite yet, so yeah, that I guess it makes it a little better. But man, I'm just looking forward to next week.
Or we head to North Carolina. If you don't care, stick around till about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'll be done. I want to talk to you about something related. Don't care, just stick around.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, let's get Mr. Brighton. Hey, Brighton, man, coming home third here tonight. You got a copy?
I do.
All right, great run for the team. Crazy end of the night. Top 3. How do you feel?
I mean, the finish doesn't even go along with how my race went. I had a fast car. I was going to be up with Corey and Clark, and then every time something, I either got hit or damage or something, and just was a struggle to rebound.
Poor man. Well, everything kind of fell in your lap there at the end, though, so I guess it kind of played in your favor a little bit.
That it did.
Righty, man. Well, great top 3 here. Wondering, I'm trying to outrun the internet problems I've been having. It's probably getting ready to go out, so I'm trying to get these in, bud. Got anybody you like to thank?
Just the team. I mean, the strategies were the same. Corey, Clark, Dave, my teammates, they were all running really good. So, just like to thank them for all the help.
We'll see you next week at North Wilkesboro, buddy.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have a great one. Alrighty, folks.